I want to be a cook. On slower days, I like to pass the time by making different kinds of food. Today, for example, seems like a perfect day for cake, so it's time to get baking. Ba 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 ba. Wait, that's the music room. How am I going to get the next mystery if that's the music room? Head of the wind orchestra. I could just get all the mysteries and they save them in my notebook. I didn't have to do one by one. I did this completely wrong. They just be in the chapel? Because that's where Elliot was. Yeah. You just go to the chapel. You can see how hard she's practicing in every aspect of her performance. So I need to practice just as hard to improve my fencing. Oh, Alan, I remember you. We helped you, get close with your childhood friend, I think. Is what happened. I think this is Hibble from the wind orchestra. Oh, hey, what's up? I have a cool question for you. Trying to investigate the 7 mysteries of the Academy. What have you heard about the haunted piano? Oh, that story. That's the one about ghosts playing in the piano room in the empty room, isn't it? Oh, so you do know it. What can you tell me about it? So, you want to know the truth, huh? As it turns out, the ghost was me all along. Whoa, really? Okay, calm down. I didn't mean that. I'm actually a ghost. Rumors started spreading because someone heard noises in what they thought was an empty room, but I'm pretty sure they just stumbled along while I was tuning the piano. Really? Yeah, it's not exactly rare to end up totally obscured from view when you're tuning certain parts of it. Chances are that whoever heard that at the time just couldn't see me. So basically, I'm your so-called ghost. Had that make sense? Right? Sorry though, you were probably hoping for something a bit more exciting. Not at all, you just told me what I needed to hear. Beryl might not be thrilled though. Thanks for your time. Not a problem. We just won't tell Beryl, we'll lie to her. Where did I have to go? Where was she again? Student Union. Just learn about all the mysteries now and we can check them in the notebook. Thirdly, we have the mystery of the Forbidden Tome. Now, this one is interesting. Apparently, the Academy's library houses a book containing one of the world's greatest secrets. The book is passed down from one library head to the next, all of whom are tasked with keeping it safe from prying eyes. You weren't kidding. This one is pretty interesting. And it pleases me to know that I have a partner in fascination. Just imagine if it were something about the fall of the ancient Sumerian civilization. How romantic. The person currently in charge of the library is Instructor Thomas. He's likely the only person who knows for sure. Fourth mystery tells the hidden graves. This legend dates back to 250 years. That's not that long a time, actually. I've seen longer in video games, 1,000 to be specific. It's said that many who died in the War of the Lions lie buried beneath this academy. More specifically, their bodies are buried directly below what is now the field. Wow, is there more to this story? Oh, there is. They say that on some cursed nights, the corpses of the buried rise from their graves to bathe in the moonlight. And when they do, their long hidden graves surface from the field, overturning it and leaving holes. Well, that explains why this mystery is called the Hidden Graves, at least. And honestly, I was expecting a kind of creepier mystery. You must be getting used to these macabre mysteries? I think that's how you pronounce that. Wait, what do you mean by good? Regardless, the best people to ask about the field would be the members of the riding club. I believe the club's captain, Lambert, is the home for the summer. Perhaps you should ask Paula instead. Did I say the home for the summer? Can't believe I'm terrible at reading today. Sports club, grudge, is the topic of the 5th mystery. Given how hard the sports clubs train, it's not uncommon to hear screaming coming from their general direction. But some say that screams can be heard coming from something else dwelling in the gymnasium. The rumors say that those screams are a grudge of sorts, a manifestation of all the stresses sports clubs members face. This one seems a bit backwards to me. Working up a sweat should wash away your stresses, not make a monster out of them. Only a select few. I skipped that, I'm sorry. Only a select few with something. Such ignorance of others' feelings might just lead you to an unfortunate end. Right. No matter. It may be wise to ask the captain of the fencing club for further details in this mystery. I think her name is Friedel. Oh my, the sixth mystery surrounds the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell. Oh my goodness. Have you paid much mind to the pond beside the gymnasium? Some say it has a direct connection to Hell itself. More amazingly, they say a resident of Hell, the Crimson Devil, shows up at the pond from time to time. Well, that's certainly something. Any word on what it looks like? Sadly, the only descriptor I've heard is that it's two massive claws. Has two massive claws. It might be best to ask someone who fishes there often if you wish to know more about the mystery. You know Kenneth? He's first year in the Imperial Fishing Club. He gave me my rod. I remember him. He's a noble, though he acts as though he's not. Nevertheless, he's the club's head. Perhaps he knows something. Last mystery. The seventh and final mystery is that of the poltergeist in the upper class dormitory. To be frank, I have very little information about this one. It seems as though furniture, cutlery, and the like are often broken in the upper class dorm. People are saying a poltergeist is responsible? So it seems. Considering the mess it seems to be making, I can only imagine that the dorm's maids would know something. Perhaps you should ask them for more information. Alright. Got all that. Let's go to the upper class dorm first. No, upper class dorm, not this. It's near the lower class dorms. So go there, we're right near the upper class dorms. I can't think of a better person to ask about the upper class dorm. Excuse me, would you mind if I ask you a question? Hold up, I dropped my cap. Of course not, how can I help you? Also, I need a drink of water. So, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy. There's one story about a poltergeist in this dorm. Would you know if there's any truth to that? I do, in fact. Some of the more experienced maids told me all about it. I've even seen it for myself. You've actually seen the poltergeist? Oh, not quite. That was a much simpler explanation behind all the havoc. As the story goes, plates are broken and utensils strewn about the kitchen, correct? But these things happen when girls try their hands at cooking for the first time. The kitchen can get very chaotic. This tends to hit its peak in May when more of them want to practice for their cooking classes. But I think a poltergeist makes for a far more interesting culprit when people are sharing stories. Ah, that explains it. Thanks for clearing everything up. I'm glad I could be of help. Alright, next. Crimson, we'll do them in order now. I don't know why I did the 7th first. First mystery we did the second one. We'll do the third one right now. Instructor Thomas. I don't know where Instructor Thomas could be. Let's do the Academy Field one. And the riding club should be easy to find. Yeah, there's one right here. This is the riding club. You're Reem from Hughes's class, right? That's right, and you're Paula from class 5, I assume. This might sound weird, but I'm currently looking into these mysteries surrounding this school. Have you heard the rumor they're calling the hidden graves? I have. That's the one about the dead rising from their graves on the field, right? Lambert and I found a hole on the field a while back, but the only thing to come out of that was an exam with a bad grade. Seriously? Yep, seems like someone couldn't deal with getting a score that bad, so they tried to put their test 6 reg under there. They didn't even bury it, though, just dug a hole and tossed it in. We filled it up since someone could have tripped. But with a grade like that, you could say the only grave our culprit dug was his own. Yeah, that joke was so bad I can't even force myself to laugh. That aside, thanks for the info. That was a big help. I got the joke and I hate it. We're in the Academy Field already. Where else are these, oh, it shows right here. So someone's in the gymnasium. And someone's near the gymnasium. Where is Thomas? Where would he be? Oh, this is fencing club. I think she's the captain of the fencing club, right? Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a question? No bother at all. Ask away. As it so happens, I'm looking into the 7 mysteries of the Academy. Have you ever heard of the sports club's grudge? Oh sure, people have been talking about it since I was a first year. Although I don't suppose it would gain much traction next year. Why is that? It's pretty simple really. Those screams don't come from people, but the door that used to be here had been in bad condition for years and used to make these awful screeching noises. So I asked for a replacement at the beginning of the month. Now everything is nice and quiet around here. Well, that explains that. Thanks for the info. Hey, you're welcome. Let's hit up the next mystery. Ah, you're Kenneth from the fishing club or whatever. Hey, Irene, still fishing them good fish? I don't think that's how the saying goes, but I guess you could say that. It was actually something I was hoping to ask you about. Does the Crimson Devil of Lake Hell ring any bells? That's one of the Academy's 7 big mysteries, right? It's the only one I know, at least. Seriously though, did anyone really believe this place was connected to hell? Probably not. Any idea what the Crimson Devil's part's all about, though? It's probably a crayfish. You see them around here so often. That must be it. What's a crayfish? Red thing, kind of looks like a crab. Even though it has big 2 claws, just like the devil's supposed to be. I wouldn't be surprised if a crayfish inspired the whole thing. Yeah, especially when you put it like that. Thanks, Kenneth. And finally, we find Thomas. He's probably in the academy somewhere. I just don't know where. Where would Thomas be? Oh, I see something down there. Front entrance. Oh, he's in the library, of course. I did not think to check there. Hi, Thomas. Green, my boy, what sort of questions has your inquiring mind come up with today? As it happens, I'm looking into something for a fellow student. You know anything about a forbidden tome supposedly locked away in the library? Forbidden tome? My, what a fascinating idea. Just imagine if it contained details on the sacraments of the ancient Sumerian civilization. Or perhaps it could be a grimoire written by the Crossbellin alchemists of the Middle Ages. Wouldn't it be thrilling if one really existed? Yeah, it sure would. In other words, it doesn't. What exactly inspired you to ask about this imaginary tome? Well, I'm investigating the 7 mysteries of the Academy, and one of them has to do with a book full of the world's greatest secrets hidden deep within the library. Ah, so that's what this is all about. This year's story is even more absurd than the one I heard last year, but I do believe I know what you're talking about. You do? The tome the story refers to is in fact the volume of, how shall I put this, gentlemen's special interest literature. Seriously? At least the forbidden part is right, not because it's dangerous or anything, but because it's naughty. We tell you boys time after time not to bring those sort of things into the academies, but somehow, somebody always has to try. Well, boys will be boys, I suppose. This little tale started because we gathered the contraband here before we dispose of it. Well, that's one way to do things. So if you happen to have a prize collection of your own, make sure to leave it under your mattress back home. Unless you want me to find it and share what you're into with Instructor Sarah and the rest of the faculty. I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, anyway, there's nothing especially unusual or mysterious about this library, I'm afraid. You have made that abundantly clear. Thanks for your time, Instructor. I've investigated all 7 mysteries now. Aside from that last discussion, none of them turned out to be very scary. I hope Beryl won't be too disappointed. Yeah, Beryl's gonna hate it. I guess Beryl expects, like, everything to be creepy, everything to be dark. Just wait till she hears this. Oops. Huh? Looks like you finished all your investigation. Can you tell me what you've learned? Sure, let me go through them one by one. Green told Beryl the truth about each of the 7 mysteries. I see. Condensation, magazines, tests. None of these seem supernatural at all. I honestly didn't expect any of them to be real, but the truth is even more pathetic than I thought it'd be. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I agree. Although it's kind of interesting that people were able to make such fantastical stories out of perfectly ordinary things. I suppose that's true. Still, I'd like to thank you for looking into everything for me. So here you go. Something hex with one of my favorite curses. Oh no, I shouldn't have it. It's cursed. I'm not gonna take it. I'll take it to the church and get it purified. Thanks. To tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised now the mysteries had nothing to do with the old schoolhouse. Seems like the perfect setting for a good story. Yeah, that does surprise me too, actually. I wonder why it didn't come up. I mean, we already know where there are strange monsters in there. What are you talking about? Of course it comes up in the real 7 mysteries at least. Oh! Real 7 mysteries? What? Could you say that again? I couldn't quite make that out. I didn't say a word. Perhaps your investigation has gotten to you. I could have sworn I heard her say something about the real 7 mysteries. Oh well, probably a better idea not to get into it. Okay! Beryl is like the final villain in the game. With that cliffhangery thing. We're gonna go hang out with Milliam. To get our link level up because she's new. And then we'll go do the other request with Angie and George. And then we'll go hang out with Crow. Is gonna be the plan, I think. Hi Milliam, why are you in your room? You should be exploring. Hey Reen, what's with that getup? It's our free day, so I got all dressed up to go shopping. You probably shouldn't be seen in public dressed like that. Why don't you wear your uniform? Boo, that's no fun. Trust me, fun isn't the issue here. I'm kind of worried about leaving her on her own. Yeah, we gotta make sure she doesn't cause any havoc. Mind if I tag along? Fine by me. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Only after you change into some other clothes. I'm regretting letting you come with me already. Yeah, I'm your father. You do as I say. And so, we enjoy Milliam on our exciting shopping adventure. Oh, we're in Lesage. Huh? I didn't think you head straight for the boutique. Are you looking for new clothes? Well, yeah, I don't really have any normal clothes. I hope they got some cute stuff. I guess she's got a girly side after all. Sure, let's go take a look at what they got. Take off that hat, please. It's summer. It's like, what is it, July, August? Not the point. It's not winter. Why are you wearing that hat? Oh, hey, look. This is nice. Huh? Most of the stuff here doesn't even seem to fit you. I'm pretty sure there's a kids section over there if you could check it out, though. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna be huge soon enough. I got a bright future ahead of me. I admire your optimism at least. How about this? Cute? I guess. You might want to look for stuff that matches how energetic you are, though. Oh, Lammy could totally wear this. Lammy could wear clothes. She asks me a question, then proceeds to ignore me. Hey, I want to try this on. Try what on? William showed Reen a see-through camisole. Okay, no, definitely not. No, you're way too young to wear something like that. What's up with that reaction? I don't even want to know what just ran through your mind, do I? I'm older than you, so how am I supposed to be getting bullied here? How am I the one getting bullied here? 50 million browser stores wares, buying everything she liked. After that, they returned to the dorm. Thanks for coming with me, Reen. It was pretty fun having you help. And nice to hear. You definitely bought too much stuff, though. You probably don't even need half of this. It's all good. Claire gave me tons of money to spend. Yeah, you know, spending your money all at once. It's the common human thing to do, but not the best idea. I'm learning the hard way. What, is it too heavy for you? Want me to bring out Lammy to help? No, I'm fine. Whew, we're gonna need to teach this girl some common sense.